Hi everyone, Sparkle Sprinkler here. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel, y'all. If you're returning, welcome back, y'all. Thank you for joining me again today. I have another comparison for you. This one is sort of like the first one I did with the teddy bear. Same store, bought the same day, bought to compare the 60, I think it's a 60 by 60, yes, 60 by 60 and an 80 by 80. Okay, I paid $17.95 for the 60 by 60. I've gotten two price matches on it. Okay, let's see what we've got here. They're the little bags, y'all. I'm hoping these are okay. Two tool kits, and they come with a multi-placer. I'm not a multi-placer, so I don't know what size those are. Makes me nervous. These are in those little bags. Remember what happened with us for Valentine's? It has 20 colors in it. We will see. I haven't had much luck. The only one that turned out alright was the one I did Christmas Eve with the blue background with the gingerbread cookies and stuff. It's the only one that's come out alright. If you're new to this, these are DMC numbers. If you were cross-stitching this is the color of DMC floss that you would be using to cross-stitch the design in. Diamond Paintings use the same color as DMC, and they try to get the colors as close to these DMC numbers as possible. Y'all, these are all symbols. They are not letters and numbers. The V's are the only thing that I see that concern me, that might get a little confusing, but they are much different colors, so that's helpful. Okay. Oh, I hope these colors are okay in these little bitty bags, y'all. This is, I dread getting these in like this because I haven't had much luck with them. We will see. If not, it will be returned like all the rest of them have. Okay. This is $38.29. It is the plus sign. Where are you, plus sign? There's not very many diamonds in here. Okay, there's a few through here. Let me zoom this in. There's a few right through here, but that's not enough for what they sent. Okay, over here in this basket, they're just scattered through here. Let me zoom this out back in. They are just scattered through here, y'all. I mean, there's one there, there's one here, there's one here, there's 1, 2, 3 right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right here, there's 3 up here, so it's scattered. There's also some up here in the hat, and it is this is brown, y'all. It's not gold. My camera picks it up as brown. It is matching. The more I zoom in, the whiter this gets. That is brown. It is actually the color of the symbol. See, when I back out, it's brown. There's some through this. So far, it's looking okay, y'all. And they did change colors as the symbols change. So maybe we will see. This is $3.51, and it is the dash. Okay, that is through here. And that's the only place I see that. No, it's up here. through here. Okay, there are a bunch of these. This is probably 310. It is 310, and it is the letter T. Oh, no, it's an I. That is all of this dark, and it did change colors through here. This is green, and nothing bleeds in. All through the dog. There's some. Let me zoom this back out. There's a few right through here and right through here, and there's more up through there. Okay, this is 3819, and it is the star symbol. Okay, that is down in here, and y'all, this is not as bright as my camera is picking it up. Just looking. There's some up here in this green. Y'all, so far so good. And you know, it's hard to look at every symbol on here until you start putting the diamonds on, but I'm not seeing anything. Of course, when it's letters and numbers, it's easier. When it is symbols, it's hard for me to. Usually when I get these in, I sit down for an hour or two going over these things. When it's symbols like this, it's harder, because with the letters I see all the A's and all the B's and all the number ones, but these symbols are different, bare, and it's harder to check everything. This one, so far, seeing what I'm seeing, it's probably going to be put the diamonds on, let's see what turns out. Okay, unless something happens along the way, that's how I'm looking at this, simply because these symbols, it's hard to see them as easy it is to find letters and stuff for any discrepancies. This is 3779. It is the letter 0, the letter O. It's through the flesh tones, all of these dark. There's 2 there. There's some through here. There's some in this dog. I'm seeing a few through the brim of the hat. Over here in these flowers. Y'all, so far, we're looking okay. This is 433. It is the upside down U that is over here in this basket. And like I said, it's not, you know, if it was letters, it would be easier for me to see them and say, oh, wait a minute. But these are just all mixed up symbols, and it's hard to see if there's any that's out of place, that's different color than what it should be. But what I'm finding is that it's all matching what I do see of it. I mean, I don't see any of the greens or the creams. I don't see any upside down U's in those. It all looks like it's matching so far. So like I said, this is going to be a let's put the diamonds down and see what happens. See if I find anything late along the way with that. I may regret it, but that's just what it's going to have to be. Okay, these are backwards T's. They're over here. And they're okay, you've got 2 T's I'm seeing. You got one that faces the left, one that's upside down, and one that faces the right. So that's why it's so hard to see anything that's out of place, because you got 3 different T's facing 3 different directions. And this one was what? 3753. It's a sideways T. I mean, it's matching everywhere that I see them. 927. This is a V. Right through here. And see, like these are backwards V's. So it's, I'm just going to say on this one, I'm going to go with it. This one's going to be gifted to my friend, and I'll keep the 80 by 80. I'm just going to go with it and hope that there's no symbols in here that's pink instead of green. You know, these are laying on a pink, because I don't see any, just scanning. But like I said, it's harder to do when there's symbols. When it's letters and numbers, they're easier to spot when something's out of place. This is a U, and it's facing this direction through here. It's all in her face. So everything that I'm finding, the color does match, and it's all the same. You know, what I am finding, it's all through the bottom of this dress. It's all through her leg. So what I am seeing, it's matching. But I can't guarantee that I'm not missing something on this one, y'all. 37.26. And when I get off camera, I'll spend some more time with it. But with 3 different T's and 3 different U's, it gets a little confusing. 37.26. This is the right facing T. And everything I'm seeing is all in pink. Everything that I'm seeing matches. They're all the same. These T's are going that direction. These T's are going down. Here's some more over here in this. I think this is going to be okay, y'all. 321. And that is a dash that goes this direction, which is right here. The other one, the dash was going the other direction. And it's where it should be. I mean, it's matching up. Okay, 37.55. And this is a dot. That is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. There's not going to be very many because all you get is 1 pack. There's 2 up here. This is a trust the process for sure. 160, and that is just a straight dash right there. There's some here, and it does match your diamonds. There's some through here, it does match your diamonds. There's some through here, and it does match your diamonds, y'all. Usually by now, I would have come across a symbol that this does not match. And I haven't so far. 920. This is the upside down V. Through here and here, y'all, it's matching. There's some through here in this ladybug. $8.91, and that is the U that goes this direction. Right through here in the ladybug. Some over here in this flower. It's not going to be many. There's some in this ladybug. Okay, this is 938, and it is the V that goes this direction. Okay, there's upside down. There's 2 V's, 3 V's that go that direction. There's one there. They're all in the brown, and I'm not seeing, I mean, I've got V's that are going this way, V's that are upside down, V's that go this direction, V's that go that direction, all in here. So it's going to have to require concentration on this one, y'all. There's an upside down V. This is going to be one that's going to need your full attention. 3064 is the upside down T, and that is through here. There's some through here. There's some in here. Okay, that T's going that direction. Those T's are going that direction. Okay, here's some upside down T's. It's over here in this basket. It's in the pup's fur. Probably in the hat. No, I'm not seeing any in the hat. Yeah, this one is... You're going to have to pay attention to your symbols on this one, y'all. Okay, these are all 938s. We've done those. I don't want to lose these little packs. They will remain in this bag. Let me go ahead and start putting these back in here because some of these singles, I'm afraid of losing them. Let's just go ahead and start packing this one up here. Okay, let's see here. This is 3340, and that is the upright T, and I've seen those. But where? Through here. There's some up there in the hat, right up here. And there's very few diamonds. This is 3052. It's the V that goes this direction. And that is all down here in this grass. That is in the flowers. There's some through here. There's some through here. All over here on the side. Y'all, I think it's going to be okay. This is 413. It is the upright U. It's all in this through here. There's some in the dog. Mostly through the sleeve through here. I'm going to say this one's okay, y'all. Surprisingly, with these small bags of diamonds. Okay. Alright, let me package this up, get out the 80 by 80. We'll do a quick view and then we'll compare the two, and then I'll go through the diamonds, the 80 by 80. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to leave the 60 by 60 here because we're going to lay these up side by side. Okay, I paid $30.14 for the 80 by 80 and I've gotten 3 price matches on it. And this plastic bag has had better days. $30.14 because it was reused, okay? Alright, I'm going to put these 60 by 60s over here. I do not want these to get mixed up. And these have the little bags as well. I'm seeing them out the end here. Okay, you get 4 toolkits with this, and it has the multi-placers with them. Okay, and they are the little bags. All right, this one is folded different, so I'm just gonna have to do it in parts here. It's not folded from the side; it's folded from the top. Okay, let me get my little labels out of the way. Okay, here we go. Get it skidded this way. We can come from this direction. Okay, this one has 22 colors. Here is your legend on this one. Alright, let's compare the legend first. To each other. Oh my goodness. Okay, zoom this down. Back out, zoom in. Okay. Let's see what colors they used, and if, well, this thing is, it's the way they've rolled it, y'all. I'm not fond of this at all. I like it when it's rolled up from the side, not from top and bottom. Okay, now we can see the legends. Okay, they did not use 310 in the large one. They used 413, 819, 3340, 3726, and that is the only colors that are used in the two that are alike. Totally different, just like with a teddy bear. Totally different colors, pretty much. Okay, let's compare the two here. Let's see. Okay, here's your difference. Well, there we go. With your flowers. See how much more defined these are? The leaves. Your bench. You get a lot more bench area, which gives you a lot more wood grain in it. Even, see the difference in this? Okay, let's look at the cup. Back this out some so you can see. See how much more clear the pup is? This flower, your petals are more defined. Let's look up here at this butterfly. This one right here. Look at her hat. The difference. I'm going to have to zoom it out even further. That's as far as it'll go. Look at the difference in the size of the hat. Look at her eyes. We rolled this one up some. Look at the difference in her eyes. And her face. How much better it's charted. See this right here? Look how much better you see it. Okay, let's get this up some. There's the collar of her dress. Look how much better it looks in the 80 by 80. This one is definitely, you get a lot more detail in this in the 80 by 80. The sleeve, the buttons. Here's the ruffle. Look at the difference. Look how defined that lace is in the pleats. Y'all, the 60 by 60 will be okay, But the 80 by 80 is going to be so much better. Look at her legs. See, you got that splotch again. It's not as bright through here. Look at her shoes and her shoelaces. Even the rock. See the difference? Look how much clearer your ladybugs are. This basket. The 60 by 60 will be okay. But that 80 by 80 is really going to make this diamond painting shine, y'all. I mean, absolutely going to make this diamond painting shine. Roll this up some more. This direction. There's the difference in your butterfly. Just look at how more defined those roses are. This background. Let me roll this big one up. A lot of canvas going on here, y'all. A lot of canvas. See here? Look how much more defined that is. Look at the butterfly on her hat. The difference. The 60 by 60 will be okay, but the 80 by 80 is going to be incredible, y'all. Just the ruffle of her dress and the shoes and the laces, and yeah. Okay, let me pause you a minute and get this other one put away, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, here we go. And I'm seeing 939s right off the bat. And it looks like they used that in place of the 310 in this one. Alright. These are 413. And it is the dash. All through here. All through here. No, that's going this direction. Up through here. All up in the top up there in the green. Try to keep these the way they've got them. These are 414, and it's the dash that goes this direction. So they're all through the dog. All down here in the bottom. Through these bricks. These dashes, you're really going to have to pay attention, because down here they've got some going this way and this way, all kind of in the same area. I'm spoiled by the letters, y'all, because letters and numbers are so much easier. You don't have the symbols that are all going the same different directions, same symbol, just different directions. Upside down, right side up T's, left and right facing T's. Dash is going this way, dash is going this way, and they're all in the same area. You're really going to have to pay attention on this diamond painting. Okay, these are 814. And it is gosh, that symbol is dark, y'all. A backwards V. Okay, there's backward V's here. Is that... This symbol is so dark, y'all, it's hard to tell. Okay, that is this symbol through here. Yeah, that's that. That's where all of those go. There's some up there in the hat. They use different symbols on this as well. They're not the same symbols as the 60 by 60. Okay, this is 730. And it is an upside down V. That is all over here in this dark. Right through here. There's some down here in this bottom. Look at the blades of grass. I mean, y'all, this is more defined for sure. Okay, this is 3726. It is the upright T. They're all through here. This is mauve. It's looking brown on the camera. It's mauve. It's all through there. It's up in the flowers, over there in the flowers, down here in the flowers. Y'all, this is so far. These diamonds are matching. Even though they are these small, tiny bags. Thank goodness. 3371. That is a backwards 3. Totally different symbols, y'all. All through here. All through here. In here. Up in the top corner. There's just a few through the pup. I'm seeing it just scattered. Over in here. Totally different symbols with this diamond painting. That is what is so strange to me. Same company, same store, same time. Different symbols, different colors. 415, upside down U. That's through here, here, all through the pup, through this dress, through her lace. Okay, this one is 371, and it is the up and down dash. It's all through here, over here in the leaves, down here in this grass, and y'all, just what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything out of place. It doesn't, it's all green. I mean, every bit of this. So I'm just going to trust the process on this one. It's too confusing with all the different symbols going all different directions, and I'm not seeing anything that catches my eye. Wait a minute, there's two different symbols in the same color through here. I mean, two different symbols in the same color using the same diamond. I'm not seeing that. This is the plus sign. It's through here. There's some right through her knees, up in her face, over in the flowers, in the pup's bows. There's some in the ladybug. I'm just going to trust the process on this, y'all. These symbols are too confusing. Okay. 966, and it is a dot through here, all up in her hat. In the background up at the top is where this is going. It's in the background. Okay. This one is 676. It is the backwards U through here. All through this dress, up in the flower of her hat. There's some in the butterflies. There's some over here in these flowers. I don't see it in the basket. Okay, this is 601. And it is the upside down U. And I've seen those through here. There's just a few through here. There's one or two through here in her sleeve. This is 919. It is a dart symbol. Okay, that is the arrow. Okay, through here, let me see if I can get you zoomed in and show you what I'm seeing. This is why I say you're going to have your game on with this one, y'all. You have arrows going backwards and arrows to the left and arrows going to the right. You're going to have your game on with this one. Because this could be one of those diamond paintings that you put the wrong diamond on the symbols very easily. Okay? Very focused. No concentration breaking on this one. 3756. It's the upside down T, and I'm seeing that all through here, through here, through here, and it's all the same symbol, all the same color for the symbols. There's some in her collar. There's some over here in this basket. Okay, we have one bag of $7.99, and that is the upright V, and that is all through here. Y'all, you would think if there was the same colored diamond on different colored symbols, I would have seen it by now. And I'm just not catching anything like that. 352. That is the dash. This just goes through here. There's some through her cheeks. There's some through her leg. This is not as orange as it is in person. The camera's picking it up more orange. 3340. This is a backwards moon shape. You've got a forward moon and a backward moon, and I'm sure they're going to be together. So, but this thing is so pretty that it will be worth it for me to work it because, well, okay, these are up in the flowers up in her hat. Okay, that's going this direction. They're not, it's not in here. Okay. 720. That is the backwards C. That's what I'm seeing through here. Okay. All right. This is 3607. It is the backwards 3, and I'm seeing those all through here. And then 3608 is the star. There's a few in here, a few here, a few here, a few here. Looks like it's mostly in her dress. It's not in her face. It's not in her legs or her arms. So that's a good thing. And then this is 3078. And it is the backward moon. Right through here. Y'all, it's matching the canvas. Okay, these are all $9.39. That is anywhere you see this dark. I'm not going to take them out of the bag. I'm trying to keep these as they should be, okay? Let me put these diamonds back in this pack, and I'll come back to you, and we'll take a deeper look at this canvas, okay? Be right back. Okay, got those packed away. Let's get a closer look here. The way this is rolled up, I'm not going to be able to show you too much of it because it won't scoot. So, see, I mean, it's a very clear canvas. It's just, y'all, your symbols. Especially right here that has gathered my attention. See, you've got your backwards dashes and your forward dashes. So some go this way, some go this way, and they're butted up together. Okay, you've got all different ups and down U's here. But this right here you've got some that go to the left and some that go to the right, and they're all mixing together. You're really, really, really going to have to concentrate on this canvas, y'all. Okay. All right. I think the 60 by 60 would be okay, but boy, that sure looks better in her legs and her face than the 60 by 60. This lace really stands out on the 80 by 80. Her shoelaces stand out better on the 80 by 80. These rocks, the butterfly on her hat got my attention. This right here, how much better that came out on the 80 by 80 than the 60 by 60. So yeah, you know, I think the 60 by 60 would be okay, but the 80 by 80 is really going to make this diamond painting shine. The bows to the dog's hair, the collar of her dress, her eyes were a big change. Okay. I will leave the product numbers in the description, y'all. Like I said, just remember it is Chinese holiday and the factories are shut down, so they're not producing these right now. Temu has said that once the factories get back up and going, it will probably be mid-March before they get everything full steam ahead. So just keep your numbers, because this store, I did not look since I've been having, you know, the stores that I usually order from usually have 2,000 and 3,000 diamond paintings in it. They've got 15 and 12. Okay. One place shows 1.9 thousand diamond paintings, but when you go in the store, there's only like 15. So that tells me they've just shut the listing off on the other 1,800. Okay, because it's still showing it's got 1,900 in there, but you can't see them. So they've just got everything shut down. So just keep your numbers and keep checking back after, say, first, second week of March. Okay. All right, y'all. That is going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.